Have you ever noticed how some women don't flirt straight up? They don't come right out and say it. Instead, they quietly test how aware you are, especially if you're a man over 50. Women carry themselves differently around you. They don't want to come off as needy. They don't want to look too available. So instead, they ask certain questions. And here's what most guys completely miss. A woman who's drawn to an older man will almost always ask two very specific questions. It's like a message hidden in plain sight. Before I get into them, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button and drop a comment if you've ever missed a woman's signal and only figured it out later. Your engagement helps this reach more guys who need to hear it. Men over 50 often assume they're invisible to women, whether younger or their own age. But the reality is the complete opposite. Mature men are often more attractive than they've ever been. Once they actually understand how women communicate. The real problem was never women. It's the misreading. It's going through life thinking she's just being friendly when she was actually opening a door. Women rarely show interest right out in the open. They test your composure, your presence, and whether you pick up on the little things. When a woman starts to see you as someone she can trust, emotionally, physically, all of it, her energy shifts from casual small talk to something more intentional. She starts asking questions designed to reveal three things. Your strength as a man, whether you're steady or insecure, and your awareness. Whether you can even recognize genuine interest when it shows up. That's exactly when these two questions come out. A lot of guys over 50 expect clear, obvious signs because they grew up in a time when people were more direct. But women today, even women in their 50s and 60s, express interest differently. They don't say, "I'm attracted to you, I want to get closer." Instead, they explore. They ask carefully chosen questions to figure out whether you're someone they can move toward without risking rejection. Because here's the quiet fear, especially with older men. If she shows her hand too clearly and he doesn't reciprocate, she feels exposed. So she tucks her interest inside curiosity. She wraps it in questions that look totally harmless to a guy who isn't paying attention. And if you don't catch them, she usually won't offer again. Women rarely extend the same invitation twice. Think of it this way. When a man's interested, he does something, he offers help, gives direction, steps up, protects. When a woman's interested, she asks something. There are 1,000 questions she might ask in everyday conversation, but only 2 show up consistently when she's gently testing the waters with a mature man. She's not asking to pry into your business. She's asking to feel your warmth. She wants to sense, is he calm? Is he steady? Is he open? Or is he hiding behind being polite? These questions aren't about information. They're about connection. They're little bridges she sets down to see if you'll step onto them with presence. The first question. Do you spend a lot of time alone? Sounds harmless. It isn't. What she's really asking is there room for me? She wants to know if you're open or closed off. Does your life have space for closeness? Or are you locked inside your routines? She might phrase it a bunch of different ways. Do you usually go out by yourself? Are you kind of a homebody? You seeing anyone these days or just doing your own thing? This is never about loneliness. It's about access. A woman only asks this once she's already pictured herself somewhere near your life. If she felt nothing, she wouldn't care how you spend your time. Most guys answer way too literally. Yeah, I'm alone a lot. Not really. Depends. But a grounded man hears what's underneath it. She's testing your availability. The move here is to stay balanced, calm, open but never desperate. Something like, I like my own space but I'm always up for good company. Or, I've got my routines, but I'm open to someone who adds something to my life. That tells her you're emotionally available without coming off as starved for attention. And it quietly hints that she might be someone you'd let in. When you answer that way, she feels warmth, possibility, and safety. And that's usually what leads her to the second question. The second question. What are you looking for these days? This one is never small talk. If she felt nothing for you, she'd never risk asking something this direct. It's too personal, too exposed. Women save this question for men they're seriously considering. She might word it differently. What do you want at this stage of life? What are you focused on lately? What are you hoping to find? But she's after the same thing, your inner direction. For a woman to open up to a man, especially a mature one, she needs to feel that he knows who he is and what he wants. That he's not drifting. That he's not stuck rerunning old chapters. that he moves with intention. Guys who answer too literally kill the moment without realizing it. I'm just looking for some peace. Taking it one day at a time. Not really sure right now. What she hears is drifting. And women don't invest in men who drift, no matter their age. You don't need a speech. You just need direction. Try. I'm building a simpler, stronger chapter with the right people around me. Or, I'm looking for a connection that feels natural, not forced. Or, I'm focused on living with intention, good experiences, things that actually matter. That does 3 things. Shows you're moving, not stuck. Shows you've got clarity about what you want. And opens a quiet space where she can imagine herself fitting into your direction. Why these 2 questions work. Women don't test men randomly. They test based on emotional readiness. Do you spend a lot of time alone? Measures your openness. What are you looking for these days? Measures your direction. A man who's open and moving with purpose creates real pull. Women don't need perfection. They need clarity. Clarity creates safety, and safety creates attraction. Picture it. You're talking with a woman, maybe at a coffee shop, a bookstore, a friend's place, or even online. The conversation flows. There's an ease to it, a little spark. She laughs a bit more than the moment calls for. Then out of nowhere. So, do you spend a lot of time alone? That's her first step toward you. Answer with presence and she's encouraged. Shut it down or fumble it and the energy drops. Then later, maybe minutes, maybe days, she asks, what are you looking for these days? That's step 2. That's her deciding whether to go deeper. Answer with clarity and she feels possibility. Answer with uncertainty and she pulls back. These moments feel random, but they aren't. They're checkpoints. And women almost never ask these 2 questions of a man they feel nothing for. So remember this. A woman who wants something real won't announce it. She won't confess it. She won't throw herself at you. She'll ask 2 questions. Are you open? Are you alive inside? When you catch them, you step into the moment with presence. When you miss them, the moment's gone. And women rarely open the same door twice. If you take away one thing, let it be this. She's not testing your words. She's testing your awareness. Learn to recognize the questions she uses to signal interest, and you'll never again be left wondering whether a woman is into you. Before you go, help the channel out. Drop I see the signs in the comments to show you got the message and you're ready to use it. Your engagement helps this reach more men who need it.